Hello, welcome to Popalong RC, the RC car channel dedicated to RC car racing. And if you're a regular to the channel, you will know that I absolutely love stadium trucks, short course trucks, trophy trucks. I don't really care, even Tamiya trucks. I do like a bit of truck racing. And here on the table, we have got two FTX Apaches. These are described as trophy trucks, I believe. Whereas in the middle here, we have, new to the channel, the team associated SC10pro4 short course truck. Now, this is a short course truck which I have really been looking forward to getting hold of, and ever since it first featured on the channel, everyone's been talking about you can run that at the Nationals. So can I run this car at the Nationals? If I do, what do I need to change on it? What do I need to tweak? What do I need to modify to make it race legal for the Nationals? Now, the Apaches that we've got either side here, we have had these on the channel for a couple of years now. Last year, this was probably one of my most used trucks, and so much so that I decided to get another one this year because this one is starting to get a little bit worn. And that's an important thing really with us at Popalong RC. Our cars do get used a lot because we don't tend to take them to skate parks and BMX tracks too much and smash them and bash them. They tend not to break and they just wear out because of the amount of hours we spend with them on the track. So these cars are definitely going to be heading back over to Mill End very soon for us to just have some fun afternoon racing. But the big question is, can I get the short course Pro 4 to the Nationals? So first of all, let's see how this compares to the Apache.
Come on, take this. Oh, he's standing up. He means business. Alright, here he comes. Ready? Let's go.
So the sun is out, the sun is shining, and that means it's time to head over to the local fields, set ourselves up a little makeshift track, and have a play with our cars. And I decided that I wanted to test out the short course truck up against the Apache to see how it would get on. Mark and I were switching backwards and forwards throughout the day, running both of these cars, and on the track they were actually very evenly matched. We had a lot of fun doing this. We took quite a few batteries with us, and I think one of the GoPro bits of footage that this footage is taken from, actually, that video clip on its own was 17 minutes. So you get a pretty good runtime out of a 3S battery. In terms of the Nationals, I believe I have to run these on a 2S, so obviously they're going to be running a little bit slower than that. But then is the big question about motor. With the motor, I will probably need to go with a 10.5 turn brushless system in these trucks for it to be legal for the BRCA Truck Nationals. But I don't really know. I don't know exactly what I need to do. So if you are someone who has run at the Truck Nationals, if you're someone that's run one of these at the Truck Nationals, please do share information. What do I need to change? What do I need to upgrade? I think the biggest thing that I need to get sorted, and if you watched the last video that we put out, you will know how important tyres are for performance. So what tyres do I need to get for my SC10pro4? I've heard that the Schumacher tyres are probably the best bet, but which ones exactly do I need to get? That is sort of the first thing I'm going to be changing. In fact, it might not be the first thing. I think the first thing, if I'm going to be taking it seriously and racing this truck, I think the first thing I need to do is get my radio linked up to this car. So the ready to run radio it comes with is very good, but if I want to be racing it at a national level, I'll probably need to switch it over to my race radio, and that will require me just putting a receiver in and getting it all hooked up, ready to go. So in terms of performance on the track, as you can see from the footage, both cars, when you really pull that trigger, they are pretty quick around the track. Pretty evenly matched for speed, and also when it comes to turning at the end of the straight there, the grass had a few sort of lumps and divots in, which meant the cars were catching it and rolling onto their roofs. They both had their fair share of rolls and tumbles, so therefore they're quite evenly matched in terms of performance on the faster turns. Where I think the short course truck, the associated truck was a little bit better is when it came to the chicane section, as it come past us at the front there. I think the steering was a little bit quicker, so it's maybe got a faster servo in this truck over the FTX truck. But to be fair, there wasn't a lot in it, and actually if you could find the almost straight line through, you'd make up a lot more time than you'd gain by having quicker servo in here. It was all about carrying speed and trying to find the smoothest line through. Obviously we were playing and messing around, so we were waiting for each other at times and rubbing shells as we went round. I thoroughly enjoy racing short course trucks, trophy trucks, even the stadium trucks. I absolutely love it, and I think it is a fun class. Obviously there was only 2 of us there when we were testing these ones out, but I think it would be good fun to get maybe 4 or 5 of us going around a similar sized track. It would make for some really fun racing. That being said, very much looking forward to getting back over to Mill End, where we ran these last year, and that was probably some of the most fun racing I had all year. So definitely going to be popping along to Mill End very soon, as I sort of work on this car and see if I can get it to a point where I feel confident enough that I could compete. I'm not saying win, but be competitive at a nationals competition. So for those guys out there that have already done it and they've taken one of these to the nationals, what do I need to change? I really do need some help on this one. What upgrades do I need to do? What can I change? How can I get this competitive and race legal for nationals? I think running it at Hearts and some of the local tracks, I'll be just fine running it as it is, but for a BRCA competition, obviously I'm going to have to stick to the rules a little bit more. I think the first thing I may do actually is disconnect the lights. It's just unnecessary weight, but we shall see. Anyway, if you've liked this video, like, subscribe, hit the old ding dong bell, and hopefully I'll see you in another video very soon.